On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, they start out with Abanikanda. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Jaguars very strong in that victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mechie, the man in motion. Abanikanda once again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Texans at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it with Abanikanda. Able to push his way through. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's Abanikanda. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10 at their own 18. Now ETN to start the drive. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Thornton.
Complete to Tyquan Thornton. A gain of 5 brings up second and
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Straight ahead, ETN. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You look at the defense for these Texans. And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And the Jaguar first down.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Again, that's Watkins. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
From the 21, here's second down and 7. ETN up the middle, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On third down, Lawrence. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Sly able to put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach
perturbed his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And they'll go again with a Banakanda. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Here's 3rd and 7. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. This is taken at the 18. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good. Lawrence hit him, the ball is free. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because when the defense got it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now he's free up the left sideline. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars! Quez Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Stroud off the play fake. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Delson in motion. Stroud looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From the gun, here's Banakanda. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On the ground, it's Abanikanda. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now they try the right side here. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 76 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now at 1,200 yards for the season. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Abanikanda. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Israel Abanikanda in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Lawrence to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with ETN. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. That is caught. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards. A big play there on 4th. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just shedding him off there. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down at the 28. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. That is caught by Dell. Touchdown, Texans. Take Dell, 28 yards. And the Texans have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down, and one less down to try and get it.
Throw fighting Thornton over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his man, Thornton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First down, Jacksonville.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally taken down at the 34. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Here's Lawrence. Out left and complete to Thornton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now
Bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And Stroud now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Duncan. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. This is 1st and 10. The give now to Campbell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Pardon me, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. That's complete to Dell. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. On the handoff, Campbell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Trap 60. Dragon 60.
Here's Stroud. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And Lawrence is going to get his guys to go quickly. On 2nd and a couple. Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry up. Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Here's 1st down. Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts. But this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Now Stroud. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. To throw is Stroud. And got his man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Time to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. First throw of overtime, Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now we'll see what Lawrence can do in overtime.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good.